Hi class. Today we are going to go over the distance formula. I was looking over our test results, and something that as a class we did pretty poorly on was using that distance formula to find the distance between 2 points or the length of a segment given the endpoints of a line segment. It's the same formula for both types of a question, and so we're going to do a little reteach of that. And you are going to get a chance to retake the test on Thursday. It'll be a slightly different version, but on Thursday you will be able to redo the test. If you didn't get at least 70%, you're going to be retaking it. If you did get a score that you're happy with, then you'll have an opportunity for an enrichment activity that'll actually add more points to your test score. So we're doing this through Kami, and you want to make sure you have the extension. It is up here in the little puzzle piece. All right, it says Kami extension. If you don't have that, you want to go to the Google Chrome store and add it to Google. Add it to Chrome, I think. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera so I can write on the screen. But it's going to be assigned to you in Google Classroom, and you'll just be able to open this up. And when you click on your version of the PDF, in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see it says Open with Kami, and that's what you're going to want to do so you can write right on top of the worksheet that I made for you. Okay, so I'm going to close my camera. Okay, so I got to flip my screen around. And did not mean to do that. Okay, so see, this is the hand tool, so I can move this up. So there is our distance formula. It comes from the Pythagorean theorem, and you take the difference of the two x values and square it, and then you take the difference of the two y values and square it, and then you add those values together, and then you take the square root. The subscripts, don't let them scare you. They just tell you which ordered pair they go with. And actually, I would recommend when you do these problems to label your x1 and your x2 and your y1 and your y2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. So let's use purple for x1 and y1. And then I'm going to use a different color. Use pink for x2 and y2. All right, so I know that which ones are going to go where. And then I'm going to write out my formula. So d is equal to the square root. All right, and when you're writing the formula, something that helps me not forget about forgetting a subtraction symbol is to actually put in that minus sign before I put the values in. Okay, so I'm just setting it up, and now I'm going to take my values. So x1 is actually -8. y1 is 10. And I'm just putting them in the same place I see from the formula up top. X2 is -6. See, I might forget about putting a minus sign there if I have a negative there. So it's good that you put that in first, the subtraction sign first. And then 7 is my y2. Now, when you have a minus sign and a negative symbol next to each other, you actually end up adding the opposite, or drop a line, change the sign. And then I can simplify this a little bit. -8 plus +6 is actually -2. And then 10 minus 7 is 3. All right, and so I do want to square before I add, so negative 2 squared is going to be 4 plus 3 squared is 9. And then the distance is going to be the square root of 13. And I could leave it just like that. Let's see. I'm going to keep that right there. Sorry. Let's see, where's my highlighter? I know I have one. And these are the tools that you'll have when you're doing this as well. You can type, or you can use the drawing tool like I'm using, a little pen to do your work. It's up to you. Okay, so square root of 13. Okay, I'm going to come over and we're going to do this problem to the right of it next. So again, I want to label my x1, x1, and x2, and then y1 and y2. Okay, then we're going to write out our formula. D is equal to the square root, and I want to put in the minus signs before I plug in the numbers so I don't accidentally forget about a negative somewhere. So x1 is negative 6, and x2 is negative 2. Y1 is negative 10, and y2 is also negative 10. When you have subtraction and then a minus sign, you're going to change it to adding the opposite. I can do that here as well. So the distance is square root. Negative 6 plus positive 2 is negative 4. And that's squared with parentheses around it. And negative 10 plus positive 10 is 0. I could have recognized that, a number subtracted by itself is always going to give me 0 as well. I could have just jumped to 0 that way. That's squared. And then we're just going to simplify this. Negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4, or 16. 0 squared is just 0. Okay, and so d is equal to the square root of 16, which we can simplify that, and d is equal to 4. Okay, so I found the distance. Oh, that's like a little rectangle tool. That's why it's not working. I had to go that one. Yeah, well, whatever, you can see it. Okay, so I did the first two with you, and what you're going to do now is open up your assignment in Kami, and you're going to do the last two problems here, so that way you can show me that you know how to do this now, and if and when you retake the test on Thursday, you can show me that you understand. All right, that is it.